What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another new video. So I'm sure you guys can see, obviously I have a box over here. I have some stuff over here, but I'm not gonna quite show it yet. But I wanna get into what we ended up doing, how we got there, and kind of why we did what we did. So a few weeks ago, I posted a video asking you guys, whether or not I should consider getting new wheels for the M3. And I was really considering getting a set of E88s from BBS for this car. Those have always been kind of a dream wheel for me, and I just really saw myself wanting to get one. And I was kind of debating whether or not it would be worth it versus picking up, maybe some other mods, as E88s really are not very cheap. And I wanted to see if maybe I was missing something and should consider getting maybe something else. But that week I spent some time searching on the internet, specifically on social media, and ended up finding some really good pricing on some wheels. And here we are a few weeks later, and they are here. So if you guys recognize anything maybe a little bit special about this box, these are not just what you would consider your standard wheels. So I ended up getting these from a company called Performance Euroworks. They are up in the Chicago area. Hit them up on social media. They took care of me. And if you need to get Team Schirmer parts, just like these are, I got these from them, and they are now the US distributor for Team Schirmer. So anything Team Schirmer needs for any of your BMWs, hit them up and they can get you set up properly. But I'm super excited. I already have the other ones opened up over here, but I want to go ahead and open up these guys for you, and I want to show you what's inside, and we can talk about the specs, what we did, and all that. So guys, I'm super excited. A lot of you guys said I should just go ahead and get myself a set of these, and so here we are. So as you guys can see, we got ourselves a set of E88s, specifically from Team Schirmer. They have a few things that are a little bit special about them, including some of the build details. So I'm super happy to kind of go over all the little details with you guys. I want to go over the fitment and all of that. But first, we got some tires, and they're about to be here to mount them. They are a mobile service. Let's get these things mounted on. We have some fresh rubber. These are some RE71 RS, which are one of my favorite tires. They're a really good looking tire, and they also perform really well, but without getting destroyed on the street too quickly. But these are going to look so good. So they're gonna be here any minute. Let's go ahead and get these mounted, and then we can start discussing. Well guys, here you go. We have them all mounted. These are my Schirmer BBS E88s. So the first thing we're gonna do with these is we are going to ceramic coat them. That's the first step I do with every single brand new wheel that I get. It just keeps them protected and makes them so much easier to clean. So we're gonna get them washed up first so that we get all the grease, oil, we clean the tires, and then we can get them prepped and ready for coating. But these things look absolutely fantastic. So we have a 10.5 inch in the front and an 11 inch in the rear. They are super meaty. We're running a 275 and a 295. We have some Bridgestone Potenza RE71 RS. These are one of my favorite tires that I have. They're one of the best tires that I've ever run, and I love the way they look. I love the way they handle. Even though these are mainly just gonna be used on the street for the M3, I think these are one of my favorite tires. But let's go ahead and get these all cleaned up here in the garage, and then we can get to ceramic coating them. Okay guys, we have the wheels. They are all cleaned up here and it is officially time to get them coated. But I'm gonna go ahead and go inside and do the coating inside off camera. It's a little bit warm inside the garage today and the humidity is actually pretty high. And if you guys know what coatings are like, you'll know that's not preferable, especially on this coating. I feel like it just gets really tacky. So if you guys are wondering what the coating process is like, once you get them cleaned, kind of what it looks like, I have a video that I did on the black wheels that are on the car right now from Bimmer World. I did the exact same process on those wheels as I did with these. So you just go ahead and get them cleaned up, then you apply the coating. Well, you do a prep wipe first, apply the coating, and then basically wipe it off and they're ready and set to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these inside. We're gonna get that done in a little bit of air conditioning so that everything goes just a little bit smoother. We'll get the tires cleaned up. We might get them dressed later today as well. And then we should be able to get them to cure just a little bit, maybe an hour or so, and they will be ready to throw on the car. So I'm super excited. These things look absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy with the way they came out. I'm so happy with the way they look on these tires. Like I said, these are the RE71 RSs, and I've always been a huge fan of this tire. I think it looks really good. I think I'm really keen on what the sidewall of a tire looks like, and I think the sidewall on these just looks absolutely fantastic. So we will spend just a little bit of time getting the sidewalls cleaned up as well so that they're ready for application of some tire dressing, and everything goes smoothly and everything looks absolutely amazing for many, many years. Let's get these inside and I'll get them coated and I'll check back in with you when they're all done. Well guys, just like that, we have the wheels coated and they look absolutely amazing. So they're all cleaned up. We have the wheel coating on there. I'm using Armor Detail wheel and caliper coating. It is one of the best coatings I've ever used. I have them on the Apexes. I have them on the wheels that are currently on the M3, and I just have them now on the E88s. They look absolutely amazing. The coating, you know, really kind of glossens them up a whole bunch, as well as they're protected now for years to come. They're gonna be super easy to clean. The water will just bead right off of these wheels. It makes such a difference when you're cleaning your wheels, especially when it's a wheel design that, you know, kind of has all these intricate spokes, all these little tight areas. It's a little bit of a pain to apply, and you end up spending quite a bit of time getting it all on, but it's so worth it in the end, and I'm so glad that I do it for every wheel that I get. But with that being said, I think it's time to get the M3 back into the garage. We'll get a little bit of space cleared up, and let's go ahead and get these E88s fitted onto the M3. We're not driving on these anymore. Nice. Guys, this looks so good, but let's go ahead and lower it down. Nice and slowly. Oh man, this looks amazing. That looks so good. Man, that fits super well. Really aggressive in the front. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's like really aggressive. The top of the tire just tucks in enough. The rear, let's see. The rear could be ever so slightly more aggressive. Maybe like a 2 or a 3 mil, but honestly, I think it's good where it's at. Man, that looks so good. And just like that, we have all 4 corners on. So the passenger side is all set. Come around to the driver's side. Everything is looking fantastic here as well. I did notice this tire is also corded. Now, I've driven quite a bit on these tires, both on the street. I took them to the Tail of the Dragon and I put a bunch of miles on them, but I am gonna get the front alignment checked, so I'm probably gonna end up doing that next week. But one thing I wanted to talk about is one of these and how important it is to have one when you get a set of wheels like E88s with these really deep pockets. So if you look down here, you can see how far in those studs go and how far in the nuts go. So it's really important that you have one of these extra deep sockets so that you can reach all the way in to the wheel and not risk scratching. It's got this plastic protective on the outside because you really don't want to scratch the inside of the face. So I highly recommend you pick one of these up if you have E88s like this. It is super, super useful to not scratch your wheels, and they're cheap and effective, so why run the risk scratching super expensive wheels when it's this easy? But other than that, the car is set up. Everything is good. We're just gonna go ahead and get these tightened up. We'll get them all torqued down. Then I want to pull that out into the sun, get a few shots of the car, see how it looks. And I actually have one other little thing that I want to change. Something that I used to have on the car, but I took it off and I think it's time for it to go back on. Okay, so we've got the car outside, and before I do like a big reveal or anything, there's a part in the attic that I need to go get that I think will really set this car off. All right, so let's get to this, this next mod. A lot of you guys might know what I am talking about, but it is under the engine bay, or at least we need to get to it from under the engine bay. So we're gonna pop this up. What we're gonna be doing is we are switching back to the yellow DRLs. Now I think these are gonna look really good. I swapped back to the white a little while ago. I thought it looked a little bit cleaner with the black wheels, but now that we have the gold E88s, I think the yellow is really gonna pop. I did a little edit of this on Photoshop and it came out fantastic, and it really convinced me that I'm gonna need the yellow DRLs again. So let's pop these out real quick. It is just these 3 torque splits right here. I have the complete unit, so I don't need to glue down the boards. These are the yellow boards. So I'm just gonna pop these out real quick and put the new ones in. Well guys, I don't know if you can hear me. The fan is actually running kind of loud on the M3 right now. It's super, super hot outside. So I'm gonna turn it off for a second, but I just thought you guys might wanna see it with the lights on, full brightness, and the E88s. I think it looks fantastic. Okay, I got the car back off so you guys can probably hear me better, but man, this thing just looks good. Well guys, there you go, the new wheels on the car. It looks absolutely fantastic. I went and got a bunch of photos with the wheels. I think they look super, super good on the car, and I'm super happy with the way they came out. So I just want to go over real quick what the specs are and the sizes are on these, just so that you guys are clear in case you have any questions, or you want to run a similar setup. You guys will know exactly what I'm running and what it looks like. So like I mentioned, these are from Team Schirmer. So they're not just Team Schirmer spec, but they are actually Team Schirmer wheels. And one of the things that means is that the 3-piece hardware here are larger. So the standard BBS size, I believe, are 6 millimeters. I believe they're the M6. And Team Schirmer uses upgraded hardware for the track, so I believe these are M7 bolts. You need to get these directly from Team Schirmer themselves, but that is something that makes these just a little bit unique. Both front and rear are like that, so this is something that kind of makes it special to Team Schirmer and makes these wheels just a little bit more unique. Now we are running a staggered setup. We're not running a square setup like my track set. These are mainly just for the street, so I don't mind running staggered. We are running a 10.5-inch wheel front and an 11-inch in the rear. These are 18-inch wheels, and the offsets are plus 28 in the front, so 18 by 10.5 plus 28, and the rears are plus 34.5. So 18 by 11 plus 34.5. In the front, we're running a 275/35. In the rear, we're running a 295/35. And they are both the Bridgestone RE71 RS. It's the same tire as on those Apexes. And everything is absolutely perfect. Now in the front, we are running a 20mm spacer. I think it's a little bit aggressive, but honestly, I think it looks really good. If you guys can see here, it sticks out quite a bit, but honestly, it looks really good and aggressive. I don't have any rubbing issues. And then in the rear, we are running no spacer, so there's no spacer back here. And it could be just ever so slightly more aggressive, but I think it looks pretty good for how it is, and the car sits really well, and I like the way it looks. So that's basically it. I'm super happy with the way these wheels came out. Like I said, I am gonna have to get an alignment because right now I'm running just a little bit toe out on the front, and you guys can see it ended up destroying this set of tires, and I don't really want to go through that on these tires, especially just as a street setup. So we're gonna probably leave the camber about where it is. We might dial it back in the front just a hair, but we are going to go ahead and take out all of the toe in the front. We still leave the toe in the rear. That doesn't really destroy tires very quickly, and it helps with like a high-speed stability and whatnot. So we're going to go get the alignment checked and make sure everything is squared away, and this thing will look perfect. But that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. This was quite a transformation, changing the car. I know it's just wheels and the headlights, but I think everything comes together really well, and overall I'm super pleased with the outcome. Let me know what you guys think about the E88s. Do they look good? Did gold end up being the right choice? I know I kind of wasn't wanting gold at first, but then I got myself convinced on them. So let me know what you think about the gold. Let me know what you think about the E88s, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment. See you guys in the next video.